All right, well, welcome back to Mr. G's lab, and today we're going to be working on scientific notation. And scientific notation, basically, it's a way of standardizing numbers so that when we look at stuff and we add stuff, we don't have to do quick conversions in our heads. Um, Even though it looks more complex, it actually is a way to make things simpler. So, that said, some basic rules. When you move the decimal place from left uh, a negative, so it would be negative 1, 2, 3, negative 3. When we move the decimal place from right to left and we make a larger number smaller, so such as 132, we make a smaller number. We make a larger number. Ugh, it's one of those mornings. Larger number is smaller, and from when we move the decimal place from left to right, we make a smaller number. Smaller number, bigger. So when we do that, we have uh, we right now we have 132. There is no decimal place written, but we always know that if it's a whole number, if it's a decimal number, 0.0031332, we know where the decimal place is. But when it's just a regular number written, we know that the decimal place is always on the right-hand side. So here we move it over 2 places. So then we write it 1.32 times 10, however many places we moved it over, 1, 2, gives you 1.32 times 10 to the second. So we're going to do 2 problems here based on that information. So the first one would be 0.07882. So we always want, that's the other rule, well, I forgot, always make any number into having one whole number in front of the decimal. Oh, sorry. Okay. So what that means is we want instead of 0.07882, we want 7.882. So times 10, we moved it over 2 places. We're making a smaller number bigger, so the decimal is going to be a negative. I'm sorry, the exponent is going to be a negative. So then it'd be times 10 to the negative 2. Let's go over into the other column. We have 360. There is no decimal point written, but we know that it's always on the right-hand side. So we move it over 1, 2, 3, 4. We want one whole number in front of the decimal. So 6.236. We don't need that 0 anymore because we just don't. We moved it over 4 places. We're making a bigger number smaller, so we're going to make the exponent positive. So we moved it over 4, so it's 10 to the 4th. Now, the next page is taking these numbers and reversing what the process that you did. So let's say that we have, let's do this one right here. Okay. So we are going to move the this is a -4, so we're going to move it over 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we put zeros in the little scoops. There's a tiny little decimal point here. So it's going to be 0.0005. We've moved the decimal point over so we don't write it again. 1. And so then it's 1821. And we will we're going to work on E notation. E notation is, if you're using a calculator, sometimes it'll say 2.1463E2, or it'll say 2.1463 a space and 2, and then another one that you'll see is times 10. For our purposes, for E always equals times 10 to whatever the exponent is. So, and that also can be a blank space. So, we're going to start with 2.61, I'm sorry, 2.1463. So this one right here. And we're going to move it over. E means 2. Now, a couple of different ways you can do this. 2.1463 times 10 exponent 2. And now the rest is just easy. We want that to be, our answer is going to be 214.63. Why? Because we moved the decimal place over 2. 214.63. So, and as strange as it sounds, that's it. Standard format is a regular number. So, for example, we're going to do this one right here. Standard format is moving it over. This is exponent 2. So, going to, or 3, 1, 2, and 3. So, it would be 5, 3, and then we have to fill in those spaces with the 0. If you wish to actually, yeah, put the decimal point. So that's standard format. E notation is like you did up above in the previous page. Scientific notation is the times 10. And this is, I want this in standard format right here. Okay. So that's it, folks. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me or text or call me. For those of you not in my class, leave a comment below and I'll respond as quickly as I can. Thanks. Peace.